Welcome everyone to the Google Computer Science Summer Institute final presentations. The projects featured today were developed by CSSI Cohort 32, a group of 13 amazing students from Loyola Marymount University. Thank you to all the families, friends, the Google team, and the LMU community for joining us today to celebrate our students. I am Sandra Luca, and I serve as the Assistant Dean of LMU Seaver College of Science and Engineering. I'm joined by my colleague, Ray Toll, our CSSI Technical Advisor and LMU Professor of Computer Science. I'll pass it over to Dr. Toll, and he could share a little bit about the CSSI program.
Hello, Google's CSSI, or Computer Science Summer Institute, was created over 10 years ago by Google for incoming college students to develop a passion for computing as part of a strong community, building their skills and confidence together in brave spaces where everyone's diverse and individual strengths and goals are valued. The students had 3 weeks of technical instruction and practice consisting of group code-alongs, followed by individual student creative extensions to group programs, and small projects covering a variety of technologies. And we mean a lot of technologies, as you can see here on the slide. Personal and soft skills development and community and career building were also a huge part of the program. The students were able to take part in 15 workshops, and then we had cohort-specific life paths. There were Slack channels where students could bond over various interests. In just this last week, the students were sent off to build their capstone group projects. They had 3.5 days to put together all the technologies they've learned, and they'll be presenting to you these awesome projects in just a few minutes. Thanks.
We'd also like to extend our gratitude to our many supporters. Funding for the 2020 program was provided by the Pimpkin Family Foundation. This thoughtful act of generosity enables us to further our mission and support students. Thank you to LMU and our partners at Google, in particular, Dean Tina Cho and the Seaver College Dean's Office staff, the wonderful CS department at LMU, as well as a solid lineup of visitors that we had joining up and sharing insights with our group. From Google, major kudos to Mo King, our technical instructor for the daily code-alongs, as well as Maggie Akers and the CSSI team at Google. Finally, we wanted to point out Ryan Taus, who was an LMU alumni and now a full-time Googler who helped us out during Project Week.
So we're actually at our 4th year of partnering with Google in CSSI. In 2017, 2018, and 2019, we had the pleasure of hosting a few students within this program. And we need to point out, though, that today is really all about the 2020 cohort. We have 4 great projects today, and we're going to turn it over to the TAs, who are the true stars of this program, who will be your MCs for today.
So my name is Marco Berardini. I'm a CS major and one of the MCs for today. CSS is a perfect blend of Google meets LMU communities, sort of like 2 of my favorite beverages. Get it? Over the last 4 weeks, we have made some lasting memories and gotten to know each other really well. Some would say too well. Shall we do another icebreaker? Or should we have you introduce yourselves to a guest again? Hi, my name is Marco. No? I'm having one of those crazy ideas again. You know about those, right? Intros with a twist. Part roast, part fun fact, but all zingers. Look up that word in Urban Dictionary. And don't worry, all safe for work, because we know there are parents and distinguished guests here after all. The incredible projects being presented today for all of you joining us virtually, well, I guess not virtually anymore, you're literally in our meeting. And the inside jokes are for cohort 32. As usual, I will get it started, kind of always the guinea pig, and we will get all of the TAs involved. So Bree, what can I say about Bree? This is a hard one. because she's so sweet, right? Like so sweet. In fact, she's so sweet. Spending 4 weeks with her led me to taking an emergency appointment at the dentist. So, Bree, take it away.
Thank you, Marco, for that kind introduction. As you mentioned, my name is Bree Betts. I am a rising senior studying computer science at LMU. And now I will pass it over to Serena, who, after these 4 weeks spending time together, I think we're all curious. What does your hair smell like?
Thank you for the introduction, Bree. My hair smells amazing, by the way. Hi, everybody. My name is Serena Haku, and I'm a rising sophomore studying computer science. And I feel like we didn't get everyone in this little thing that we're doing. And someone that we're missing is kind of like the glue between the staff and the cohort. So for Marco, there are a lot of things I can accuse Marco of, but being shy is definitely not one of them. He can literally have a conversation with a paper bag.
And let me tell you, Serena, that paper bag would be riveted. So,
I'm sure.
Without further ado, let's get into some projects.
So first, we have the TLA Matchmakers by Lion Link, or Lion Link by the TLA Matchmakers.
Okay, let's meet some future lionesses. Whoa. Okay, Ashley, who always has the lion pride backing her up. Troy, who always brings the energy despite her all plant-based diet. Good job on that. Lauren, who taught me what Finsta was. I still don't totally understand what it is, but I digress. Girls, take it away.
Thank you for that introduction, everyone. So this is Lion Link, created by me, Troy, Lauren, and Ashley, also known as the TLA Matchmakers. So I'm Troy Womack Henderson. My pronouns are she, her. I'm from Las Vegas, Nevada. My major is computer science, and I specialize in graphic design and front-end development.
My name is Lauren Amparo. My pronouns are she, her. I'm from Folsom, California. My major is biology with a minor in computers, and I specialized in CSS and front-end development.
Hi, everyone. My name is Ashley Bushhorn. My pronouns are she and her. I am from Austin, Texas. I will be majoring in computer science, and my specialty for this project was back-end and front-end development.
So some background. We decided to create this web app to provide a virtual platform for incoming freshmen to have conversations and meet prior to stepping on campus in the spring. And due to COVID, the freshman experience, especially with the social aspects of it, will look different virtually. We wanted to have a safe space for specific communities like minorities, LGBTQ+, religious groups, diets, and more. And lastly, to create an avenue for communication based on common interests and not based on physical appearance to help limit unconscious biases.
With that, introducing Lion Link, a web app for incoming LMU freshmen.
So the purpose of Lion Link is to provide a platform where incoming Lions can connect to one another and join communities based on common interests. So because of that, our main audience is incoming LMU freshmen, but we can definitely see this application being used for incoming freshmen at other colleges. Our main focus in this was to allow for students to make friends based on genuine interests and not an impression of one's profile picture. Because of this, we created 8 different avatars based on the LMU Lion logo that allows for users to customize their profile based on the color of the avatar that they choose.
So the process we took to get started was to first gain familiarity with the software that we use, for example, somewhere React.js, VS Code, GitHub, and more, to build our user profiles, create a dashboard to display our user profiles, input a status feed and feed form, and lastly, integrate our Firebase database system.
Some challenges we encountered yet overcome were working with new technologies. We decided to learn and implement our app in React.js. We also worked with Firebase to create the backend, which added complexity. This led us to work countless hours over the weekend, familiarizing ourselves with these platforms. There was also the time constraint. With only 4 days to complete the web app, we knew we had to put in as many hours as we could. And then working together virtually. We had to be diligent to ensure that we were constantly communicating over Google Meet and Slack.
Now for the softwares that we used Bootstrap as our main CSS style library, Firebase and Firestore as our backend development, GitHub, Git, and Terminal for version control, Create React App and React.js for our front-end development, Reach Router for all of our routing needs, and VS Code as our main code editor.
Some future enhancements that we'd like to add in the future is to generate a community match system to link users to clubs and organizations, as well as freshman and senior mentorship, create an authentication system, a mobile app for the LMU community with future plans of expanding, incorporating a direct communication system, and lastly, channels to create groups based on common interests.
So now I will be showing a demo of LionLink. So this is our landing page when you first come to the website. We have our title logo right there, and then also our main logo right here. So the first tab we have is the About tab, which will walk our users through both what LionLink is all about, as well as us as the developers and a little bio about us. Now for the Create Profile tag, I magically have a profile that's already filled out so that y'all don't have to sit through watching me type. But so for this, we have kind of all the main components of a normal profile. So we have the full name, which for this one, we'll be using Iggy the Lion, our mascot. And then we have pronouns to be more gender inclusive. And so then the special feature that we have is the profile avatar, which you can choose out of any of the colors which LMU logo you would like. So we'll do red for Iggy. And then you have your city and your state of your hometown. This way users can connect based on regions. We have your major and minor, so you can connect with people that are going to be studying the same things as you. Interests, which of course for Iggy is mascotting and cheering. And then class schedule allows you to put in all of the classes that you would be taking for the semester. So for Iggy, obviously he needs to have a spirit class. So we're going to go ahead and add that. And then these are the 6 optional components that we have for users. So religion, sexuality, political affiliation, astrological sign, diet, and social medias. And this allows our users to really tailor their profile to how they want to represent themselves. So we're going to go ahead and add Iggy's profile. And so this will redirect you to the dashboard page, which you can see on here. You can see Iggy's dash right here, and then you see everyone else's profile. And this over here in future enhancements, we're hoping that once we create an authentication system, we can have the current user's profile set up right here. So if I'm on here as a user and I want to know more about Troy, I can go ahead and click her profile, and it will have an expanded view of all of her interests as well as her chosen lion logo. Now for the last part, the feed, this allows for real-time communication between users. So I'll pull up a second screen right here so that you can see it. So if I wanted to provide a status update of, I am having a great time presenting right now. So I'm going to go ahead and update my status, and you can see over here it shows in real time. And that is our LionLink demo.
So some closing thoughts. We learned a lot of technical skills during this experience, but we also gained a lot of soft skills that we'll take with us into our freshman year LMU and career in computer science.
And then we especially want to thank everyone from our LMU cohort, the LMU faculty, Dr. Sandra Luca and Dr. Toll, as well as the outstanding TAs, Bree, Marco, and Serena. Also the rest of the LMU CSSI Google community. Shout out to Mo King. And then finally, the CSSI Google team and donors and sponsors that made this program possible.
And for this project, we really want to thank the incoming class of 2024, because without them, we would have a loss of inspiration for this project. And we really want to dedicate this to them and just for their perseverance and resilience during this unprecedented time. We hope that LionLink can be a way that they can connect to where they know that even though we're all apart, we all are better together.
Thank you.
Wow, that was a great project. Thank you for sharing. Next up, we have Meet Me Halfway by the group Camp.
Before we meet them halfway, let me just say, LionLink, I will take the teal lion, thank you. So today we're meeting halfway McKenna, who twirled her way, minor in dance, into the program and into our hearts. Carrie, who is very dependable, even though her Wi-Fi really isn't. And Alessandra, who I can never pronounce his name, who, wow, did you actually make your bed today? Wow, impressive. It's a fancy day for all of us. Let's go all the way with Meet Us Halfway. Take it away.
Good afternoon, everyone. The web app we will be presenting to you today is called Meet Me Halfway.
So besides those wonderful introductions by Marco, we're going to formally introduce ourselves now. So we are Team CAM for the first initial in each one of our names. My name is Carrie Welsh. I'm from Glendora, California, and I will be majoring in biochemistry this year.
My name is Alessandro Lopez. I'm majoring in computer science, and I'm from Cerritos, California.
Hi, my name is McKenna Robison. I'll be majoring in computer science and dance, and I'm from Las Vegas, Nevada.
So have you ever wanted to meet up with your friend, but they live kind of far away, so picking a place to meet becomes sort of a hassle? Well, Meet Me Halfway solves that problem. The goal of the app is to create a midpoint between two addresses and then generate restaurants around that midpoint. And we recognize how food brings people together, so we thought we would create this.
So our target audience for this web app is in general for everyone, but specifically we wanted those with family and friends that live far away from them to be able to meet up with them and just encourage that socialization.
To create our app, we used a website called Glitch, and this allowed us to collaborate from multiple different computers on the same project. It's kind of like a Google Docs where every time someone edited, we could see a real-time update, and so that was very helpful. We used files such as HTML, CSS, and JavaScript to create our app, and we also used a lot of APIs, including the Google Maps API to display the map on the screen, and we also used the Places and the Geocoding API for the autocomplete feature that you'll see when we demonstrate the app, and also the geocoding feature, which converted the addresses into coordinates to display onto the map.
So some of the challenges that we faced was using new technologies, such as Google APIs and new files, because we never really had experience between the three of us. And so figuring that out was a challenge. And also the time constraint, because we only had 3 or 4 days to finish the project. So it was challenging. Some of the accomplishments was successfully using all the APIs to get the app to work. And then one main feature of our app is displaying information about a restaurant once you click a marker on the map. So that was challenging to get implemented. And finally finishing the project, because to be honest, we weren't too sure if we were going to finish just like yesterday. So that's good.
So now I'll walk you through a demo of the web app. So here you can see our very first page, and we have 2 text input fields. So in the first one, we can put an exact address, such as 1 LMU Drive. And then in the second, we can put a more general point, like a city, Long Beach, California, for example. And when you hit the button in the middle, Let's Eat, it generates a map, and that is surrounded around a midpoint. And all of those markers you see are restaurants in the middle between those 2 locations. So if we hit one, you can see the name of the restaurant, including the address, the ratings, and the total user ratings. And now if we hit the little red circle in the corner of the marker, you can now go to a different restaurant. And so those all work the same way. And then if you want to put in 2 different addresses now, you can scroll to the bottom and hit that button, and it'll take you back to the beginning.
So we are definitely thinking of making future modifications to this app. The first thing that we would want to add is some search criteria. So say, for example, you're looking for a specific type of food, or you want a place that has outdoor seating, then you would be able to select those options and only have restaurants show up that are applicable to what you're looking for. We'd also like to add an input field where the user can select the desired radius from the midpoint as seen in the diagram up above. And also we'd like to add more kinds of meetup locations, just in case you wanted to meet up at a park or a coffee shop or somewhere else than a restaurant. And lastly, we'd like to give a big thank you to all the people on this list, Dr. Toll, Dr. Luca, and our wonderful TAs, Bree, Serena, and Marco, for making this an experience that I don't think any of us will ever forget. And then Mo King, who was our technical facilitator, and he led us through our live code-alongs and taught us a lot of the skills that we use in our project. And a shout out to Ryan Taus, who stayed with us on the Google Meet for a couple hours trying to figure out how to display the map on our app. So he was very helpful, and so shout out to him. And lastly, to everyone in cohort 32, because it is so nice going into LMU knowing that I have 12 other friends that will be with us. And yeah, thank you for listening.
Thank you. That was such an amazing project. And now we're going to go on to our third group, which is Paw Print, who made Guess Who.
Okay, so let's move on to Guess Who, and let's guess who is on this team. Nathan. What can I say about Nathan? Oh, Nathan, I think he can finally name a celebrity with blonde hair and green eyes. At least I think so. Tori, she may be soft-spoken, but she roars like a lion when she codes. Holly, what can I say about Holly? Oh yeah, she blew into our hearts like a soft Chicago wind. Get it? She's from the Windy City? Okay. I'll be here all week. Take it away, Guess Who?
One moment.
So hi everyone, our project is called Guess Who, and we created a modern online take of the classic Guess Who game. And we are called Paw Print, as Paw stands for the first letter in Hallie, Nathan, and I's last names.
Hi, I'm Hallie Powell. I'm majoring in computer science and possibly theater, and I'm from Chicago, Illinois, as Marco mentioned.
Hello, I'm Nathan Arianes. I'm going to be a computer science major, and I am from the Los Angeles suburbs in the city of Azusa, California.
My name's Tori. I'm an incoming computer science major, and I'm from San Francisco.
So our mission when developing this game was to find a new way to have fun while staying at home, especially during our COVID-19 lockdown. So we wanted to create a game that could connect any two people, whether they were from different cities, different states, or maybe even halfway across the world.
Our audience was anyone looking for a fun way to connect or to have a good icebreaker, so that can include families, friends, coworkers, and classmates. And also, in our case specifically, the cohort 32 of CSSI for bonding or connecting or just having a good time.
Now I'm going to talk a little bit more about the creation process. So we used HTML, CSS, and JavaScript to construct our web app. And so HTML and CSS were used to create the structure and presentation, and JavaScript was used to make the page dynamic and interactive. To allow for real-time chat between players, we employed Socket.io, which is a library that uses WebSocket technology. And we created a client-side library and a server-side library to process all of the information needed.
So let's go head on over to...
So here is our demo. This is Paw Print. If we click Get Started, we actually have two versions. The first version is a celebrity version with well-known public figures. So if we take a look at that, we have Kim Kardashian and Britney Spears and Harry Styles. We have everyone there. And then at the top, we have an instructions button. If you don't know how to play, or if you're arguing with someone about the rules, you can check them there. And that loads right there. And then at the bottom, we have our chat feature. And that allows you to ask questions to your opponent and make guesses at the end. For the purposes of this demo, we'll be demonstrating the CSSI version with everyone from CSSI. So here we go, there's everyone. So Nathan will choose a card. He'll choose Dr. Toll, and then Tori will be playing on the other screen. So they can start asking each other questions. And as you can see below the send button, that's their responses to each other. So Nathan might ask a question like, does your character have glasses? And Tori can respond with yes or no. And we can use our grayscale feature to grayscale any picture that Nathan chooses to eliminate so he can figure out who Tori picked as her character. And for this purpose, we'll only demonstrate one question. But at the end, Nathan can go down to the bottom text box and make a guess. And if he's right,
Yeah.
he's right, yay, then he wins. And that's how the game works.
So we did face some challenges when creating this game, such as constant code editor crashes. So we started this project in Code Sandbox, a free code editor, but we kept having problems, and on the third day of developing the game, it actually crashed and it desynced our code, and it literally lost 1/3 of our project. So then we had to get the remaining code that was in Code Sandbox and then move it over to Glitch, which is another code editing program. And then I had to rewrite all the code within the third day of our 4-day time trial for this program. And not to mention that we also had to implement a server, which not only connected to people from different computers, but we also had to find a way to allow them to text in the chat and also to allow the chat to be saved into the little history. Nope. So we did have some future plans for this game, such as having a customizable board where you could implement your own pictures, whether it be for family, or in our case, we planned on showing how you could add CSSI members into your customizable board. We also planned on having a connection with unique URLs, so you can send a message or an email to anyone that you want to play with. And we also planned on trying to get players to have a nickname, so that way it wouldn't just say anonymous in the text chat. We did only have about 4 days to complete this game, so this is all stuff we would love to come back and probably implement into the game next time.
Thank you everyone for watching our presentation, and we have some special thanks to Dr. Luca and Dr. Toll for organizing this program, as well as our wonderful TAs, Bree, Marco, and Serena.
We'd also like to thank all the LMU faculty and guests that have come and talked to us about their experiences and their research during our time on CSSI, along with Mo King and Google for teaching us, and the donors, and of course, Cohort 32 for being there. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
Wow, that was amazing. Our final presentation of the day is Be Open to Your Feelings, or BOTYF, by the Mindful Coders.
Yeah, guess who? That was really great. I think I'm in the wrong category in your game, but it's fine. So before we get into our feelings, let's meet the team. So we have Jose, who fought the good fight for all PCs everywhere when the odds were against him. Rosetta, who has lived in multiple cities, but we are happy that we're getting her at LMU for 4 years. Bree, who's a math major, but that found the formula to success in computer science. And Elena, who, well, she saves a ton of money on shoes because she goes shopping in the kids section. Okay, let's get emotional with Mindful Coders.
Thank you so much, Marco, for that introduction. So, as Marco said, we are BOTYF, which stands for Be Open to Your Feelings. And this project was created by myself, Jose, Rosetta, and Elena, also known as the Mindful Coders. And we basically just wanted to create an app, especially during these times, because we feel it necessary to check in on yourself. So we wanted to create a resource that you can easily navigate to have your mood boosted.
For the table of context, we're going to break it down into 6 categories. So the first will be about us as who we are as programmers. The second is our mission, what were our goals and objectives. Our third is the different software that we used. The fourth will be our difficulties or any struggles that we encountered during making the project. Our fifth is our demo, our awesome website, by the way. And the sixth will be our future goals that we probably would want to implement in the future.
Okay, so about us, we are incoming freshmen at LMU, and we did the Google Computer Science Summer Institute.
So, hello, I'm Bree Flores. I'm from San Diego, California, and I plan on majoring in applied math at LMU.
I'm Jose Fuentes. I'm going to be a CS major, and I'm from Hayward, California.
I'm Rosetta Hu, and I'm from the Bay Area, California. I'm planning to major in computer science.
And I'm Elena Roscoe. I'm from Houston, Texas, and I'm majoring in computer science.
So let's talk about our mission. So our mission is to bring happiness, peace, and smiles to people, as well as help individuals develop a self-care routine and overall boost their mental health. And we want to normalize asking for help and expressing your emotions through our information system, which will be customized to an individual's habits. Our target audience is individuals struggling with low self-esteem and mental health, especially teenagers. So we plan on boosting their mood as well as helping them learn how to help themselves and have hope.
Okay, so a little bit about our product. It is divided into 6 pages. The first one is a mood boost page and has like pictures and videos just to boost like the user's mood. And then it has a music page with like different music suggestions like calm music, energizing music. And then it has a doodle page, which is a page that you can draw your emotions on, and then a yoga and exercise page with different exercise suggestions and videos, and then a calendar page that will store the user's mood over the course of a week. And then the software that we used P5, the Quotes API, a YouTube API, Glitch, HTML, CSS, and JavaScript.
Next, we're going to talk about our struggles and how we overcame those difficulties. The first obstacle we had was trying to use the YouTube API to embed the videos. And in the end, we had to use an YouTube API key to be able to fetch all of those videos. The second difficulty we had was with the buttons. We want the buttons to disappear and reappear on different pages. And we accomplished this through like assigning names to each button that would trigger their corresponding pages. The third issue we ran into was the calendars. As we mentioned before, there's like a page to track the ratings for the past 7 days. So we implemented a slider on the homepage for the user to change values based on how they're feeling. And the next problem we had was with the background music. Since our target is to bring calmness and peacefulness to everyone, we wanted a background music that could help the user to relax. And we implemented the music through a button that would play and stop the music whenever the user wanted. So now we're gonna, oh, sorry.
Rosetta will do our amazing demonstration of our project that we worked very hard on.
This is our web page. So on the top, you have we have our logo, BOTYF, be open to your feelings. And on the top left corner, there's a button to go back to the main page and another one for like playing the music. And I'm just going to play the music for like full effect. And in the middle, we have a slider to record the user's mood, and you can move it around. And when you feel like that you have like what you're feeling, then you can hit submit. And over here on the lower right corner, we display an inspirational quote that we got from an API. And it will refresh every time and generate a new quote when the user enters the page. And our buttons are on this side with mood boost, music, doodle, yoga, and calendar.
Okay, so we have a mood boost page, which on the left has different videos for like different moods, like motivational videos, meditation videos, travel videos, and stress relief videos. So Rosetta will play a little bit of the motivational video to show its functionality.
I found that nothing in life is worthwhile unless you take risks. Nothing.
So yeah, we have videos, and then on the right we have pictures with like different inspirational quotes, and yeah, that's our mood boost page.
And so next we have the music page, which we have a variety of different music. So on the left-hand side, we have music to cheer you up, where you can see we have a happy playlist and a confidence boost playlist. On the right side, we have music to help you wind down, so with a calm vibes playlist. And lastly, we have meditation music. So it's a whole playlist that you can play while meditating. And Rosetta will show the full functionality of these by playing some calm music.
And next we have our doodle page where you can express your emotions and draw on it. So I'm just going to draw a hi really quick. And hi.
And so next we have the yoga and exercise page. On the left side, we have 3 different yoga videos that will instruct you through your yoga practice for stress relief or just a daily stretch. And Rosetta will show the functionality of these videos as well. So you can see that it guides you through each stretch, so perfect for beginners. And on the right-hand side, we have the workout page with 3 different types of workout videos. So if you just want to forget about your problems and create a healthy lifestyle, these videos are provided for you.
Last but not least, we talk about the calendar page. But before we see this awesome calendar, let's focus on the slider real quick. So for example, say you're on a Monday, you're feeling really happy. You're gonna move the slider all the way down to the right. And then Tuesday, say you're just really bad. You just hate your life. You're gonna obviously move it to the left. And say on Wednesday, you're feeling not too good, but not too happy. So right in the middle. Then you would click on the submit button, and then you would go to the calendar page, and we will see, bada bing, bada boom. We got a line graph here that'll basically track the past 7 days of how you're feeling, with the y-axis showing the different emotions, and the x-axis showing the past 7 days, so Monday to Sunday. And that'll be the end of the demo. And with that, we're going to talk about our future, like what we want to implement. So let's go to the next slide. So for our first goal of the future, we would like to add more HTML and CSS to make the website a little bit more professional. Our second goal would be to expand the calendar. So instead of just having it for the past 7 days, maybe we'd like to have more months and weeks. The third one would be to add a journal or like a diary so the user could type their emotions and express how they feel in words. The fourth would be to add more variety of images and videos to make the user more happy and just have for their personal preference. The fifth would be iOS development. So currently it's only available on laptops, but we'd like to change that to phones to make it more easy on the go. And the last would be to make it more multi-language. So instead of just making it for English, we can make it for Espanol, or we can make it for French, Chinese, etc.
And some thank yous we want to give out is to Dr. Luca, Dr. Toll, Mo King for teaching us some very useful skills, Google, our amazing TAs, Serena, Marco, and Bree, our sponsors, and last but not least, Cohort 32 for creating a great environment to learn in. And I think I can speak for my teammates as well that it's an amazing community to be a part of. Thank you so much.
And remember, be open to your feelings.
And now Bree will share her screen with a special message from Google.
Hi everyone! Congratulations on graduating from the CSSI program.
I just wanted to extend my sincere congratulations for your tremendous accomplishments.
You've learned and practiced so much over the past few weeks, and I hope it's gotten you excited about all of the cool computer science waiting for you in college.
We are proud of all of you, and we wish you great computer science careers in the future.
I wish I had known when I was in your place what a strong impact on my life CSSI would continue to have.
The world needs software engineers with the skills and vision to tackle society's biggest challenges.
The fact that you've done this shows that you have a lot of tenacity and endurance, and that will serve you well in the future.
Technology is at the core of driving humanity forward, and I have no doubt that you all will be in that driver's seat.
I want you to remember when you're big shots in the field to always pay it forward, to volunteer, teach, and mentor whenever you get the chance.
And we need each and every one of you with all your different perspectives. That's the only way that we can come together and make something great that reaches the widest amount of people.
You are the future of computer science, and there's no one better that we can look to make the world a better place.
I wish someone was there to tell me I could do anything I wanted to do. So I want to let you know you can do it. Keep pushing.
So best of luck in your future. Keep coding, and congratulations again.
Congratulations on finishing CSSI.
Congratulations on completing CSSI.
You did it, but also your journey has just begun.
All right, so thank you guys so much for being with us today and celebrating all the projects with us. We hope you enjoyed all the hard work the students put in, and this formally concludes the presentation for today. So with that, I hope you guys all have a great rest of your day, and you guys are free to leave the call at this point.